What's going on, everybody? How you doing? Hopefully this is not that loud, but yeah. As you can see, I got a. At the moment, I'm using this setup, different background. Um, just trying to see how it looks, how it works. So bear with me. So I'm gonna make this one a little quick today. So this will be like a bonus clip. I just want to say I got a message to all cops out there. I should have worn my back to blue shirt, but this message is more than just back to blue. This message is about the blue. I need you guys, those of you on the lines working, first responders. I need you guys to have our back. As an American citizen, I need you to have my back against any tyrannical government, any kind of government at all. I need to know that you have my back, because I can parade around and go up and down the streets and tell everybody why we need you, because everybody knows the reason why we need cops is because we don't have our Second Amendment rights all the way right now. You know, especially in Jersey, we got so many laws we can't carry to protect ourselves. To protect ourselves in our own home, we have to damn, see that? You see that? I know you guys see that. Oh well, I just got out the shower, so. But what was I saying? In Jersey is some kind of law where you gotta be like, there's gotta be nowhere else for you to go for you to be able to defend yourself in your own home. Think about that. Think how crazy that is. Somebody breaks into your house. If you got a way to get out the house, you're supposed to take it. Isn't that, how crazy is that? You're in your own home, but somebody breaks in and you fear for your life, you have to retreat from your own home. Instead of standing, what if you want to stand your ground? Or at the moment, you're closest to the door, but you have family members that can't get out, and you're the only one that knows how to operate a weapon, or at least the only one in the house with the license to defend it, to use it, to defend their lives. What are you supposed to do? Just run outside and call 911 and wait for them to come while your family members are still upstairs? God forbid, what if you're in a house where your kids are in a room, you have the master bedroom downstairs, because there's a lot of houses that are designed that way, but you have to leave. What? That's retarded. I'm sorry, but anyway. So with all that being said, whenever you guys are given an order that is unconstitutional, I need you guys to refuse it. I need you guys to stand your ground. Stand your ground together. I know you're afraid of losing your jobs, but stand your ground together. Stand your ground together. You don't have to worry about losing your job. Now, that's what I gotta say. Like I said, me and my family members, my brother, a lot of my friends, I have a couple of friends that are cops. I already told them, I'll have your back, but you gotta have mine, bro. And unequivocally, they tell me, you got it, you know it. That's how it's gonna be with us. But there are those on the job that care about their paycheck, and that's not a knock on them. But if you want my support to be all the way 100%, then you gotta back us up too. Because at the end of the day, I'm not a statist. I'm a person that believes in every individual should have a right to defend themselves no matter what. It's in the Constitution for a reason. You know? That's what we need to go back to. If we're to defund police, there's a lot of people out there that are with that. Then we need to carry and have our own weapons on hand. Governor Murphy just raised the gun tax on everything, on getting your FID card, on getting a handgun permit, if you go buy a weapon. It's crazy. It's crazy. And I've always thought it, just like Maj Toure, guys follow him. That's the guy from Black Guns Matter. He says it. He says it perfectly. Uh, gun restrictions are a form of racism. They're racist. That's all it is. If you're here to restrict my gun rights, you're a racist. Because at the end of the day, let's think about it. Who needs it? People in the hood, right? Those people who live in the hood because it's excuse me, it's expensive to live anywhere else. So you go to these neighborhoods that is cheap, but for the reason that it's cheap is because it's not a good area. Everybody knows this. And those are the areas that are affected the most by all these gun rights. With people who got money, the elites, they can use their money to buy their guns. They don't matter because they got the money to spend on the taxes if they go up. And they got the money to go around and get themselves like a concealed carry permit. In Jersey, you can get it, but it's just that only the people who knows. It's like if you got to know somebody up top to get it. That's what it's known. I know because I've asked myself to get one, and I get the same answer. You could try, but it's like on a who do you know kind of basis. And it's crazy, it's retarded, it's not fair. But again, that's the system. The system is being manipulated to work against us. People who don't got money like that, people who live in rough areas that want to protect themselves and their kids, their family, to be able to live in these areas. I'm pretty sure if you were able to carry on a daily basis, there will be less crimes because it will be more motherfuckers out there thinking, let me hold off on trying to rob somebody because people out here are strapped. That's just common sense, bro. It's common sense. All of you guys that are talking about common sense laws, there you go. That's common sense. That's about as common sense as it gets. You know what I'm saying? So that's my message to the cops, man. Like I said, I ain't no statist. I'm a constitutionalist. I believe in the Constitution. But I got your back because that's your job. You're up and down. You keep the neighborhoods chill, right? Because I've seen a lot of instances where people do get hurt because, cops are not vigilantes. They're not there to prevent the crime. You call them, but most of the time they're called after the crime is already done. So they're around to keep the communities chill. But just imagine how much easier it would be if everybody was armed. And also, you could teach them, have programs like I said again, Maj Toure, Black Guns Matter. He goes around teaching people. You teach them the proper way to handle handguns or guns in general. And you get people to be more accountable for themselves because that's what we need in this country. We need to bring back the accountability. There's too many motherfuckers out there blaming everybody else instead of the person in the mirror. Just think of Michael Jackson, like that person in the mirror. It's like, gotta change. Well, I want to change the world. I gotta change the person in the mirror. That's just the way it is. I know it's corny. It sounds corny. It's not supposed to sound that like cool or anything, but it's corny, but it's true. Usually the true things are corny. So that's my message to the cops out there, man. You guys know who you are. My boys, they already know. I already speak to them on a daily basis. I make sure, I hit them up, see if they're safe and shit like that. But at the end of the day, I also tell them, I'll back you up, bro, but you got to back me up. And there's too many motherfuckers that as soon as they're given the order, oh, this person not wearing a mask is whatever, arrest them. You should be standing up to your superiors and say, I'm not going to make no kind of arrest if it has to do with not wearing a mask. At the end of the day, that's not a law. That's an executive order, if anything. And even if it, if it was a law, I'm sorry, I'm not going to do it. Nope. Get somebody else to do it. But we stand with the community. You guys do that, everything will flip. Everything will change for the better. Because remember, at one point in time, those soldiers in Germany in 1945, they also were following orders. Most of them didn't follow them. They tried to escape. Yeah, they were hunted down afterwards and they were seen as traitors. But just think of the ones that did follow orders because they were scared. Yeah, I think we all know how we feel about those kind of people. So just think about it. Think about it in that way. If it's too gruesome for you to think about it that way, I don't know, man. We gotta be real about situations nowadays. And second, so that's a message to the police out there, and hopefully you guys listen. I'm from Jersey. The state troopers, they're in Murphy's pocket, and you guys are sellouts, man. You're sellouts. I mean, I get it. That's your job. No disrespect. But at the end of the day, you guys know it's wrong. And Murphy's just wields the power of the New Jersey State Troopers like it's his personal bodyguard. And the colonel of the State Troopers just goes along with it too. So, if you guys don't believe me, look him up. Look him up. I don't know his name at the moment. I don't feel like Googling right now. As a matter of fact, you know what? I think if I got some time, because my battery's running real low. That's why I wanted to make this kind of low. Sound kind of quick. But let's see who he is. There you go. His name is Patrick J Callahan of the New Jersey State Troopers. Now my man here, Murphy gives him orders and he'll carry them through. He's not a person that I would look at and say that he's for the people. If anything, he's for the state. I mean, granted, that's his job. But at the end of the day, Murphy's an elite. Murphy got money. He owns a soccer team. Well, not him now because he shifted it over to his wife, to his wife's name. And yeah. Just think of all the lockdown procedures and all we had to do, how everything was opening up only at like sports, the professional sports levels, right? That was a big thing, how they were able to practice. He got his soccer team. Something about my brother keep bringing up about the Pilates and yogas and stuff like that were open way before the gym. And granted, I think it was because he had a problem with Belmar's gym in New Jersey with the co-owner Ian. It's on Instagram, Ian Fitness. Look him up. Those guys are the truth. And I think that he postponed the gym openings because of the battle he was having, and he's still currently having with Belmar's gym in Belmar, New Jersey. So I think it's called the Tillis Gym in Belmar, New Jersey. There you go. And but all that yoga and Pilates, all those Zumba classes and stuff, that was already in progress and opening way before the gyms. And his wife she's a big contributor to those kind of programs. So, it's just a lot of funky shit, a lot of messed up kind of things. So, but that's my message to the cops, man. And I hope you guys back us up, because we'll back you up. But you got to back us up. There's too many stories out there. You got Black Lives Matter organizations, which I don't stand with, the organization. But the sentiment behind those words, obviously, I got nephews, I got nieces. I don't stand with that organization, though. That organization does not stand for what the title of it is. Okay, that's how they catch you. That's how they gaslight it. But Black Lives Matter and Antifa showing up to people's houses in Minneapolis, and the dude was in his house. They were making noise. They were flashing flashlights through his window. They were even like throwing stuff at him at the house. So mind you, my man is at home. Over there, the gun laws are a little less restrictive than over here. He grabs his shotgun. At the end of the day, long story short, he got arrested while all of those people, I think it was like 200 people outside his house making noise, flashing flashlights, throwing shit at his house. The guy must have felt scared. And he's not the first one. He's not the only one that this has happened to. But yet, cops come and arrest him. Why? To please the mob. Now we're headed in a direction with that kind of shit that is not cool and it's not safe. It's not going to be safe for anybody, especially for those people that are gathering around, because guess what? One time, sooner or later, somebody's going to get tired of your shit and you're going to go to the wrong house where it's not just one person in it. It's going to probably be more than a dozen of those crazy motherfuckers waiting for you, waiting for the same crazy motherfuckers on the other side. Because let's be honest, the people who are out there harassing people, blasting music and shining flashlights in people's windows and trying to disrupt their sleep, these are not people that are hoping for good. These are people that got nothing to do and are already delinquents out there. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, police, cops, state troopers, any kind of authority figure, if you got our back, we got yours. But only if you got our back. That's all I gotta say. Like I said, I ain't no statist. I'm not here, oh yeah, New Jersey, whatever, police, yeah, police come and help out. Oh yeah, sure, take away my rights as long as you're helping me out. No. Sorry. That's how it's gonna be. Stay the fuck away. I don't need your help. I'd rather go down swinging than on my knees for anybody. That's just the way I am. And I already got a missing leg. So I'm already halfway there. I'm already halfway to the ground. Pause. You know what I'm saying? That's all I gotta say. There's a lot of people out there that rather choose safety and give up their privacy to feel safe than just face the world like, nah, man, fuck that. I'm gonna go down fighting. You wanna confront me? Then I'm gonna meet you head on, bro. That's just the way it is. Just like Batman the Dark Knight, when he faced Joker, it's an unstoppable force meets an immovable object. Nigga, that's me. You understand what I'm saying? That's all I gotta say. And second thing I want to talk about before my battery dies. If it dies again, I might just let it run so you guys could hear me in the background. It'll be a blank screen. But so this Proud Boys dilemma, right? Trump said, sure, Proud Boys back down, stand back. The reason why it's upsetting, right, when Chris Wallace asks President Trump yet again, do you denounce KKK white supremacists like he did in 2016 debates, and I'm pretty sure even months before this current debate in 2020. He asked him again, and he spoke about the KKK and white supremacy and then right-wing militia groups. Now that's where he tripped up President Trump, but President Trump still says sure. Ooh, excuse me. Right? Because for those of you who don't understand, militia groups are allowed under the Constitution. Militia groups are what were used to fight against England and the Crown when we fought in 1776 to gain our freedom. You guys need to look up your history. Remember that shit. Militia groups are allowed. Just like that NFAC down in Georgia, I believe they are. They're a black only militia group. Just like the Black Panthers were a militia, or are, I think they're still around, are a militia group. Right? You have that right under the Constitution to form a militia. So that's where he tripped them up. But then Biden brought up Proud Boys. And Proud Boys are not the KKK. They're not white supremacists. I think their leader is a Spanish guy, some Eric Gonzalez or something. Let me see. I'm going to pull him up too. But he's a Spanish dude. Proud Boys leader. He's a Spanish guy. Now the Proud Boys were made Enrique Tarrio. And Enrique Tarrio. That is who they're talking about. When they talk about the Proud Boys, he's the leader of the Proud Boys. Does this shit make sense or not? You tell me. You guys tell me, man. I'm trying to figure this shit out because people are just pissing me off to the point where it's just, let's see. I'm going to try to see if we can. There you go. So that is Enrique Tarrio. Spanish, brown, nothing of white. Now, if you listen to the news, they'll talk about this is a white supremacy group, whatever. Well, no, I don't call them white supremacy group. They call them a hate group. That shit is not true either. So, I hope that you guys are looking into this shit, looking it up, and finding out how the media is full of shit. So, I hope you guys had a good one. This is about as much as I'm gonna record today. My battery is very low and it's about to die. So, without further ado, guys, it's been real. And thank you for watching. And please share and subscribe. And thanks. Have a good one. There it goes. Oh, I didn't stop recording yet. Now, have a good night. Have a good day. Whenever you listen to this. Peace.